Good afternoon, everyone. It's so lovely to see you all. And I want to give a big shout out and thank you again to Councilmember Rick Cole just for being here in his incredible speech and just everything that he had to share, working with his colleague who are here today to support Vice Mayor Jess Rivas. You know, as the council member just mentioned, these are unusual times. I don't need to tell you guys that. You see it, you feel it every day on the news. You feel it when you talk with your family members, with people out on the streets. And I can't tell you how important it is that we have fighters in these positions of power. And that's exactly what you are, Jess. I have watched Jess stand up for what's right so many times, whether it's talking about campaign finance reform, fighting for rent control protections, fighting for affordable housing. You are always on the right side of issues, and you think about what is best for Pasadena's community, but not just for the entire community, but thinking about those folks who are forgotten about. And that is what is so important in this moment. We're watching as this federal administration has tried to target our immigrant communities, low-income communities, low-wage workers. And now they're targeting the homeless. We see it happening in real time across Washington, D.C. and other cities. We saw Black families arrested and pulled out, some of them naked, in the middle of the night in Chicago, Illinois, just a couple of days ago. And we have to call these things out because there is an issue here of equity. It is not rich white folks that are being targeted. It is people, it is Latinos, it is Black folks, it is those low-wage workers. And having someone like you being the vice mayor of Pasadena in this moment is so critical and such a game changer. You know, Councilmember Rick Cole spoke about this just a moment ago, but the city of Pasadena has joined multiple lawsuits, and I want to recognize that. He talked a little bit about the funding that's been pulled away by this federal administration. We have a government that is trying to push very conservative policies onto local cities that have been very progressive, just like this one, in order to provide over funding and aid that's rightfully owed to this city. But in addition to that, we've also seen discriminatory roving raids happening across the city of Pasadena. And the city joined in that lawsuit, and I'm so proud that you all made that decision. But it is having strong, progressive council members like Vice Mayor Jess Rivas, like Councilmember Rick Cole, like Councilmember Steve Madison, that are willing to go toe-to-toe with this federal administration and that are willing to fight back. Because there are people, and I will tell you because I talk to them, there are other representatives in my district, and bless them, I represent them, and I work with them every single day. But they do not want to fight with the federal administration. They are scared and they are nervous about what they might lose in that process, instead of thinking about what we might lose if we don't fight back. And I want to share with you all something, and one of the reasons I'm so proud to be here today supporting you, Jess, is you were one of my very first endorsers. And there was a time period, almost 2.5 years ago, when I first chose to run for office, when nobody thought I was going to win. And I wasn't going to be here, because everybody had made bets against me. I was running against somebody who was telling everyone that she was prepared to spend upwards of $3 to $5 million, which she did, in her own race, and that she was going to blow me out of the water, and that there was no way that I was going to be able to be successful. And people casted me off as being too progressive, too leftist, too loud, too opinionated. And I heard that over and over and over again. And when you go through an experience like that, it's isolating. And you can feel so alone. And I remember so many times I reached out to Jess for support, for endorsement, for a donation, and she always picked up the phone and said yes. And so I share that because I wouldn't be here without your leadership and your willingness to go against the grain and be the first one out there to say, I believe that this person can win. So I appreciate you so much, Jess, for everything that you do, your leadership in this moment, your fearlessness as a Latina, and being out there and telling folks that we are going to fight for them every single day in the way that you've shown up for this community. It makes me so proud to not just be your representative, but to be a friend of yours and to get to work with you every single day. So thank you for everything you do for this community. I'm so excited to support you in your re-election, and I know you're going to kick ass and you're going to win in big numbers.